On 21st June 2024, Anthropic released their latest and most updated model, Claude 3.5 Sonnet. Or is it pronounced Claude?
Claude 3.5.
Anyway, as usual, all the AI content creators and influencers on the space are coming in their pants to show how great this tool is. And this is the same shit with every release of every fucking AI model. Tell you what, AI has made a lot of cunts reach where they did little work. All they had to do was overhype a model that was released 2 days ago on their dumbass YouTube channel, and all of the dick riders will watch their videos and make them a bunch of money. Look, Claude 3.5 Sonnet is better than the only other legitimate closed AI on the market which can be their competitor, which is OpenAI's ChatGPT 4o. And one of the parameters in which it is performing better is the human eval code benchmark, and it is 2 percentage points better than its rival. So an excerpt from what an human eval score is, it's from an article published on humanloop.com, and it reads, Human eval moves past simple text comparisons and focuses instead on whether the LLM generated code actually works as intended. It presents models with carefully crafted programming problems and evaluates whether their solutions pass a series of hidden test cases. Human Eval spotlights those LLMs that can truly problem solve, not just imitate code they've seen before. Look, here the keyword is can. When a LLM scores high in the Human Eval benchmark, it means that it is likely to produce better code than the other LLMs who scored less. That's what Human Eval is about. And this test has a lot of limitations as well. There is another blog called clue.ai where they talk about this. Despite its popularity, it is recognized that solving programming questions in Human Eval does not encompass all aspects of a code model's potential applications, such as code explanation, docstring generation, code infilling, and writing tests. Therefore, while Human Eval is a significant step towards evaluating code generation models, it is part of an ongoing effort to improve code benchmarking. Look, the point is, the Human Eval benchmark, like all benchmarks, is directional. The LLMs that score high are likely to write more useful code than those that score low. Likely to, can, these are all keywords you have to keep in mind. And when you compare it with the previous model by Anthropic, their Opus model, of course, it will look like a huge jump. To create the contrasting effect, the sneaky bastards at Anthropic has put their previous model scores right next to the next scores, and the previous model was shit. And then if you compare it with ChatGPT 4o score, it's actually not that high. And I actually have tried Claude 3.5 Sonnet, and to be frank, it's shit. And let me tell you how I tested out. I'm a professional content writer, and I use AI for ideation, correcting grammar, generating the meta details, URL suggestions, title suggestions, shit like that. And even though the model is great, the overall usefulness of that tool in essential activities, whether it is code generation or research, it is similar to ChatGPT 4o. And in fact, for researching on niche content, generating ideas, ChatGPT 4o is significantly better than Claude 3.5 Sonnet because it has access to the internet. It can go and find out the latest information and can help me with better research. This is something that Claude 3.5 fails massively. Claude 3.5 has a database smaller than Tony Ferguson's IQ. When the overall package is factored in, when you considered ChatGPT as an overall tool and Anthropic's Claude as an overall tool, Claude is pretty average. It's pretty unimpressive. And after testing Claude 3.5 Sonnet in the real world in my workflows, I came to the conclusion that I wasted my $20. I should have spent it on weed or pizza or some shit like that. Theoretically, yes, Claude 3.5 Sonnet is better than ChatGPT 4o on coding and vision benchmarks. But for most of the users like you and I, the real difference is minimal. If you ask ChatGPT 4o to generate a code snippet, and Claude 3.5 Sonnet to generate the same code snippet, chances are the code is going to be of the same value. If you upload a report to 3.5 Sonnet and ask it to extract the key points, and you do the same with ChatGPT 4.0 or even Gemini 1.5, which is freely available, and it has, like, I think they recently updated it to 2 million tokens. So it has 2 million tokens. You can upload a file on almost any of the commonly available proprietary LLMs and do the same thing. The real life difference is minimal. This actually reveals one of the deeper and bigger problems with all of the AI content hustlers who are hyping this fucking tool for no goddamn reason. Here's the strategy. All of the content hustlers in the AI street are testing the tool out with 3 to 5 generic prompts and proceed to create a 20-minute video where they explain how this new model that was released just 2 days ago is keeping their ballsack empty. It is so good that they just couldn't help but bust nuts at every single generation that it spits out. Do you remember when Claude 3 was released by Anthropic? They released 3 models on March 14, 2024. And this fucking guy created a video on March 6, 2024, where the title of the video is Claude 3, the AI that finally beats ChatGPT question mark. Obviously, he has to use the question mark in order to save his ass because these bastards don't know anything. Fucking dick riding, hype train bullshitter. And more interestingly, throughout the video, he's reading through the benchmark scores, and the false advertising that he has done on the thumbnail and the title of the video is absolutely fucking ridiculous. So this is the problem with all of these idiots. The only way Anthropic or any proprietary generative AI tool or LLM can outperform ChatGPT 4.0 as a package deal is by having a sponsor whose pockets go deeper than the Mariana Trench. Let's face it, ChatGPT 4.0 is a great tool because Bill Gates is pumping hella stacks into it. Bill Gates has actually so much money that he has purchased 250,000 acres of farmland across America to farm vegan meat. Bill Gates has so much money that he is publishing fake studies to make it look like vegan and plant-based diet is better for you. I created a whole other video about it. I'll link it in the description. Look, the point is, Anthropic doesn't have the firepower to create the best LLM chatbot or AI tool for individual users. I think when it comes to enterprise use cases and setting up intelligent automations like content transfer and code migration, Claude 3.5 Sonnet is the cream. In conclusion, Claude 3.5 Sonnet is not for individual users because its database is comically small. ChatGPT 4.0 is great for most individuals for use cases like content generation, research, and coding. Matt Wolf is all style, no substance, and his fanbase consists of Hustler University graduates who are deriding the AI bandwagon to be relevant online. If you want to see more honest tech review, particularly in the software world, in the SaaS world, in the AI world, let me know in the comments below. Thank you and good night.